Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5, where this week we move into a brand new series. We're changing over to Modern Horizons. That is the theme for the next festival playlist. And in today's video, we're jumping in and we're taking on this week's Forzathon challenges, Forefront of Innovation. Upon completion, grabbing ourselves 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. So if you happen to be new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Smash that like button at the end of the video. We'll also be checking out this week's Forzathon shop and all the festival players rewards and restrictions this week. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's Forzathon challenges. So let's jump straight in to this week's Forzathon challenges, Forefront of Innovation, to collect ourselves 160 Forzathon points and 5 points towards our festival playlist. Now, kicking things off with Chapter 1, Reimagined. The 2017 Alpine A110 is a reimagining of the 1960s edition of the car. It goes against the grain of the 2010s sports cars, aiming for comfort and good response times over speed. Own and drive this cozy beauty. Now, despite what I say in a second about the car being available at the auto show, it is in fact not available at the auto show. But as you can see in this week's Forzathon shop, we have the Alpine A110 up for grabs for 650 Forzathon points. If you don't have it in your current car collection, hop on over there and grab yourself one. So here it is then, the vehicle we're using for this week's Forzathon challenges, the 2017 Alpine A110. Now obviously don't ruin yours with a silly paint job like I have mine. Go and pick up a fresh one from the auto show for 67,500 credits. As always, the tune that I'm using in today's video will be up for download. If you wish to use it, just search my gamertag Skippy 4631. Share codes, as always, are in the description and down in the comments below. Own and drive then never changes from week to week. Hop outside to free roam, head a couple of seconds down the road, and Reimagined complete. So with Chapter 1 complete, is on to Chapter 2, Written Records. Win any road race in the 2017 Alpine A110 and experience the Nissan-derived 1.8 litre turbocharged engine held under the hood. Its Alpine recorded time of 4.2 seconds to get from 0 to 60 miles per hour should surely give you a head start. Now, any road race will do for this chapter, sprint or circuit, whichever one takes your fancy. I'm heading north though, and I'm going to be using the Lookout circuit, where as always I've got you guys covered with a cheeky blueprint to use if you wish to use it. Locked to 1 lap in length and locked to 2017 Alpine A110 called Forzathon Chapter 2. If you do want to use it, search my gamertag Skippy 4631 or use the share code 158476332. Now, as always, drive type difficulty won't affect the races for the weekly Forzathon challenges, and there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. Just pop it on Tourist, as we do need to win. Here we go then, early start, early lead in the Alpine A110 as it is on Tourist. This thing isn't the fastest car in Forza Horizon 5, but with the right aero, the right upgrades and the right tuning setup, it does kind of stick to the road, which makes it an absolute joy to drive. All we've got to do is keep it in first place and get to that finish line. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, across the line, first place. And once we head back to free roam, Written Records complete. But with Chapter 2 ticked off the list, it's on to Chapter 3, Pure Premier Legend. 2017 Alpine A110 was available in 3 different trims at launch, each providing more luxurious options than the last. Take a photo to really capture its style. Okay, pretty simple chapter. Head into free roam, pop it into photo mode by pushing up on the D-pad or whatever button you have a photo mode assigned to. Make sure you have the Alpine in shot and either hit take photo or quick promo shot. Once you've taken a photo of your Alpine, go ahead and exit back to free roam. And there it is, Pure Premier Legend complete. Like I say, super easy chapter. Chapter 3 complete, on to Chapter 4, Breaking the Limits. Sporting a brake horsepower of 249 and an electronically limited top speed of 155 miles per hour, the 2017 Alpine A110 has plenty of power in it. And 5 great speed skills and fly down the roads of Mexico. But the clear choice for getting this chapter complete is to use the motorway that runs down the centre of the map. Keep the throttle planted, keep that speed climbing. Once you hit about 150, 160, you're going to start seeing those great speed skills rolling in. Okay, so after driving for a couple of minutes, I found that speed, awesome speed, and ultimate speed won't count towards this chapter. It has to be a great speed skill. So hover around the 160 miles per hour mark, and you'll soon earn those 5 great speed skills, just as I have, completing this week's Forzathon challenges, Forefront of Innovation, collecting ourselves 160 Forza points, and 5 points was this week's brand new festival playlist. Let's jump on over and check out this week's Forzathon shop. As we've already covered, the Alpine A110 2017 is in this week's Forzathon shop. 650 Forzathon points not available at the auto show. The Aston Martin DB11, however, is available at the auto show for 300,000 credits, 200 Forzathon points available here. 3 vanity items this week. This is fine Forza Link chat phrase for Reed Ruder's Lion Thin Watch and the announcer countdown car horn. 75 Forzathon points for each of these. And as always, any spare Forzathon points knocking around, grab yourselves a super duper wheel spin, 150 Forzathon points, or you can grab a normal wheel spin for 60 Forzathon points. Let's jump back to the playlist and check out all of this week's rewards and restrictions. Being a brand new series in Forza Horizon 5, we have brand new series rewards up for grabs. This month's series is being called the Modern Horizons. There are 292 points up for grabs in total. 80 of those points, it's the Kia EV6 GT23, and for 160 points, the Razor Tachyon Speed 2019. So moving into the summer or wet season then, 73 points up for grabs in total. 20 of those points, brand new car and exclusive to Forza Horizon 5, the Ford Dark Horse Mustang, and for 40 points, the Porsche Mission R. This week's online trial, Ford of the Streets, to give out the Chevy Camaro 2017, restrictions 2010's Ford A800. 2 event labs this week, 1 Super Bowl spin and the Ferrari Portofino up for grabs. Restrictions for these 2, Extreme Track Toys S2 and 998 and any Nissan in B700. 3 PR stunts this week, 3 Super Bowl spins up for grabs upon completion, a danger sign, a speed trap and a speed zone. For all 3 of these, anything goes, S2 998. To finish up the seasonal events, 3 seasonal championships, Rally and Camaraderie, giving up the Liberty F150, car restrictions, any model of Chevrolet Camaro, S1 900. We have the Round the Clock seasonal championship, giving up the Range Rover 2015, car restrictions, any car from the 2010s, S1 900. And the final championship, Kitty Cat Toy Track for the Dodge Charger 2015, car restrictions, track toys, S1 900. Challenges for the summer season: 1 treasure hunt, bird spotting, giving out 100 Forza points upon completion. Video on the channel on how to get this complete coming very soon. And a photo challenge, Morgan Mural, giving out the Forza Link chat phrase, world's fastest. Monthly rivals, just 2 of them available this month, and a chance to drive one of the cars from the Universal Car Pack. It is the Jeep Jurassic Park Edition. And Forza EV, we're going to be jumping in the Hyundai Ioniq 5. Moving into the DLCs and the Rally Adventure events, 1 Drift Zone, giving out a Super Bowl spin, car restrictions, anything goes, S2 and 8. And the Shiver Up My Spine for the Bone Shaker reward, that is a car by the way. Moving into the DLCs and the rewards for the Rally Adventure events, 1 Drift Zone, 1 Super Bowl spin up for grabs, S2 none and 8, anything goes for the restriction. Shiver Up My Spine for the car of a Bone Shaker, car restrictions, Modern Muscle A800. And then finishing things up with the Hot Wheels events, 1 Speed Zone Treetops, giving out a Super Wheel Spin, car restrictions, again, anything goes, S2 998. And the Seasonal Championship, holding on to your hats for the HSV Maloo 2014, car restrictions, any car from Japan, A800. Not a bad festival playlist overall. Just make sure you are grabbing those points though to grab the Ford Mustang Dark Horse and the Porsche Mission R. Also put in the time and effort to get those overall series rewards unlocked as soon as you can as well. But any questions about the playlist, please do hit me up in the comments. I'll always do my best help you out. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're new, definitely consider subscribing, like button, share with a friend, stay safe, and I'm out.